in the meantime, yeah, you better see Google, Shabe too. You better see Google, Shabe too. You better see Google, Shabe too. Oh, see Google, Shabe too. In the meantime, yeah. I'm gonna tell you the post. I'm gonna tell you the post. I'm gonna tell you the post. I'm gonna tell you the post.
I am white. Yes, I have green eyes. But no, I'm not European. I'm African. And to every white South African, especially Afrikaners, stop clinging to the West. The future hasn't been there in over 400 years. And those Afrikaners who fled in 49 thinking they'd escape Africa, they died the day they left. Their children aren't Afrikaans, they're American. Their culture buried, their identity lost. You do not preserve a culture by running. You preserve a culture by evolving. If you really care about being Afrikaans, about your blood, about your identity, about your children, then your future is in African unity. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to become part of Africa's direction or you will be wiped out by history. Just like any settler who thought they could live on borrowed time. Pan-Africanism isn't just for black people. It's to anyone committed to the land, the people, and the future of Africa. The next war is already here. The war of ideas fought in our soil, over our resources, and over the direction of Africa. It's time to stop being settlers and start being African.
Go away to Jasmine. I'm a refugee just from around here, Balegi, Gingoala. I'm a refugee from around here, Balegi, Gingoala.
Alright class, settle. Okay, everybody open your books. We're going to start on page 32. We're going to start with the Great Sec of 2025. Okay, who can tell me when in 2025 did the Great Sec happen? Ja, Kobus. That's right. May 2025. Very good. All right, and who wants to tell me what was the impetus, like what started the Great Sec? Why did it happen? Ja, Ntokozo. Yes, because the Voetsekkers were not happy with equality and they were trying to victimize themselves, and then they tried to commit treason and it didn't work and they accidentally ended up with refugee status instead. Very good. Take a gold star. That's a very in-depth answer. Good for you. I can see you've been studying. Okay, next. Who wants to tell me why so many people were so angry at the Voetsekkers for the Great Sec of 2025? Yeah, Mark. Listen, we've talked about your language before. I mean, technically, because they took the rest of the world for a... is not incorrect, but see me after class for your language.
In honor of the Great Sack, once again, Mabahambe! Mwah!
Guys, Helen, we should not be ridiculing these people, guys. We should not be talking about these Afrikaner refugees in a bad manner. People, guys, South Africa has made another milestone again. Guys, we are the stirrings of the world. We have produced the most wealthiest, well-fed refugees the world has ever seen in the history of all history. The best, guys. We're making records in every standard. even in refugee status, we're making high standards. Guys,
this is a message for the 49 white Afrikaners that fled to the United States. I'm an Afrikaans-speaking white South African, and I have absolutely zero desire to go over to America. Number one, because there's no genocide happening in South Africa, is there, Lua? I mean, I'm white, and I live a pretty good lifestyle. Also, I don't think that moving over to America is going to give me the lifestyle that I've got here. But anyway, to you 49ers, well done to you guys for taking the leap. But for everyone else that's curious about the truth, there is no mass farm murders in South Africa. I'm eating pretty well. I'm getting my food from the shops. I haven't heard of any farmers being brutally attacked or murdered, especially not racially motivated attacks. So there you go. I don't know what Donald Trump is up to, what he's saying, but this guy is just talking absolute nonsense. So let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation.
Alright guys, let's go. We're going to the coffee shop. That's the crew back there following me. They all back there. All these Americans are coming to get some this amazing property. So guys, follow me today and you'll see the crew back there. They for real. Except that one right there. That is all good. So, all right guys. See y'all guys on the inside.
When you run away, you're a coward. And that's a real cowardly act.
Right, good morning guys. I just want to get something off my chest. You saw this 49 Afrikaners that arrived in the USA as refugees. First of all, I don't understand why they are called refugees, because the way I understand refugee is that if you are a refugee, then something fucking horrific was supposed to happen to you, which it didn't. It didn't. You were not in any refugee camp or whatsoever in your own country. Now, the point that I want to make across is, to me, what you're doing, it's like you are cowards. You are running away from your heritage, from your home country. Let me tell you one thing, me, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here.
Yes.
United States of America, and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Manar, thank you very much. Do you believe the US president is deliberately lying about South Africa?
We don't know where he gets this information from and who informs him. What we just see as farmers in South Africa is we don't see a confiscation of land. We don't see large-scale land grabs in South Africa. What we see is at this stage still very reasonable, as is any country in the world. So we don't see what he's talking about, and that's why we thought we should just, from our side, set the facts straight.
Yeah. Does the wording matter? What is the difference between confiscation and expropriation? Because no doubt we have expropriated land, there was a law around that, but always with fair compensation.
I think within our constitution it states very clearly we should have a fair compensation for land, fair equitable compensation for land. So that's still where we are, and that's also the preamble of the new act quotes that from the current constitution. So as far as we are concerned, we still have the Constitution of South Africa, which we can rely on. We can take it to court. We can take this new act to the Constitutional Court as well, and they can say whether it's still within the Constitution or not.
Emotional damage. You want some therapy?